Hey folks, trauma therapist here. Wanted to spend a few minutes speaking about the importance of learning how to nurture ourselves physically as we're navigating the healing from relational trauma. And I wanted to speak about some of the ways that I try to model this with the folks that I work with in session in my office. So my favorite way of doing this is by offering folks a cup of tea right when they come in, and I have a variety of teas that they can pick from. And what we do is we sit and we notice the warmth in our hands and we smell the tea and we notice the steam. It's such a wonderful way to get into our physical body, into our senses, and to signal to ourselves that I'm doing something for myself the next hour and a half that is nurturing emotionally and physically. And if we can get into this habit in therapy, then it's going to be much easier to adopt this habit outside of therapy. Another way that I try to physically nurture those that I work with is by offering a yoga mat, okay? And I do this because I found that a lot of people feel much more comfortable on the floor or even laying down. And sometimes we'll do an entire EMDR session with somebody laying on the floor because it's much more comfortable for them. So this is why I have a thicker yoga mat, because it's much more comfortable to lay on this versus the traditional thinner mat. Weighted blankets are a favorite of many. And so I have this on the side of my couch. And if somebody comes in and they know they're going to be doing a particularly challenging session that day, many people will just reach for the blanket, knowing that they don't have to ask my permission for any of these things, a yoga mat or any of the other things I'm going to talk about. They know that they can just go for it and they don't need to ask my permission. And the pressure and the heaviness from the blanket actually feels so safe for many people. I also just offer a regular blanket as well if it's chilly outside, or some people just feel much more safe when they're wrapped up in something. I offer fidgets. So a lot of people feel much more comfortable speaking about challenging topics if they are kind of playing with something in their hands. And a lot of folks, what we learn about in session is this, what I'm doing right now, is a natural form of bilateral stimulation. Okay, so it kind of aids us in our processing, especially when we're speaking about some more difficult topics. I also offer things like squeezy balls and tennis balls and sometimes acupuncture rings. Smells are really important as well, and I have an array of smells. Folks know that they can reach for this at any time during the session. A lot of times, again, if we're talking about something really emotionally charged, they know they can reach across, they can go ahead and open something up and just on their own smell something. And it will really help us to kind of get back into our physical bodies and get back into that present moment. I hope you found this helpful. If you are looking for more free resources on healing from relational trauma, you can check out my YouTube series called How We Heal.